Even if we're not perfectly fine, right? Somebody here at A2D I'm not a fan of, right? It gets out there and people are saying, oh, Chrome and this person are at each other, right? You know, maybe we're not the biggest fans of each other, but that's my guy. I'm still going to come and defend him. You know, maybe in anywhere, in my day job, right? And there has been times where people say, well, this person didn't like this one, that's why they're not here, and vice versa. Listen, anytime something like that comes up, I'll be like, listen, maybe we didn't see eye to eye on things, but no, I would never sabotage somebody or something like that. Yeah. Nobody's going out of their way to do any of that. Neither of them have done any damage control whatsoever. And that to me is a telling sign that there's an issue.
When have they had a mic in front of them?
To the media anyway, though. When has Carson ever, he doesn't talk to the media.
Right, but I'm saying even Doug, and when they have a mic in front of Tom, they can have a mic at any time they want. They're Carson Wentz and Doug Pederson. It's not that's
literally all the time.
They're going to talk to people. They're going to talk to people who broke it all up. They're going to talk to people.
They can talk to. Listen, they all have their people. They all have their this and that. Doug Pederson is comfortable with Troy Aikman and comfortable with these other people. Sure, you could go out of your way. You don't have to sit there and say, oh, yeah, we were all kumbaya and best friends. But there's nothing. They're not saying anything to anybody to defend the other guy. Which, again, to me, tells me where there's smoke, there's fire. Didn't have to be – maybe the house wasn't burning down, but the Michael Chromiak wing might have burnt down in the closet a little bit. Little electrical fire took down the dresser.
Chrome, I'm really
smoking somewhere. Yeah, something's smoking somewhere, Tom. Somewhere. We got to walk around the house and sniff it out and figure it out.
Yeah, honestly, Chrome, you just kind of blew Tom away there because in the beginning, I'm like, Tom, you're saying you don't know if there's actually a controversy between them? No, they're literally has to be.
Can't to respond them yet either. It's like, go ahead, Lindsay. Tell everybody how Chrome, please enlighten everybody how Chrome beat me.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
People. Let's clarify all this for everybody out there. The same media people that drove them insane for the last 3 years. 3 years for a quarterback controversy that was never here from 2017 on, that was media created and driven, okay? From Carson coming back, from Doug praising Carson, to Doug this year saying, the second I put this guy down is I'm telling the whole team, we're not trying to win anymore. So what I miss? Because if that's not go to goddamn confidence, you're my guy. I don't know what else he needs to say, Chrome. It doesn't. Listen, this is pro sports. Guys don't have to. Where in pro sports do guys come out and rush the back in a guy in the middle of a season? Because I'm watching right now with the Brooklyn Nets. I'm watching it right now. With 3 All-Stars who really like each other, it's going to be told they don't like each other, but really like each other. Where did everybody rush to defend Kyrie?
Listen, I have heard tons and tons and tons.
I just asked you a question. Don't run from the question.
Blow up like this. This is what I wanted.
Because where there's smoke, there's fire. There is issues with Kyrie.
That's why. True. So everything you ever hear has to be 99% true.
Now.
That's the biggest made-up stat I've ever heard in my life. So everything that they're stuck with,
no, I'm not going to listen to this nonsense.
Breaking news on ATD Radio.
And you want to believe so bad that they were kumbaya.
No, I don't give a shit.
Dump back Carson and this and that. And it's all a lie. The fact is the two didn't get along. It might have been Carson. I don't know. But
I don't care who it is. I don't
get along. And anyone with a half a brain cell who can see the absolute destruction to their character out in the public, if they got a PR guy and there's any way that they could do some damage control, they would. And the fact that neither of them want to do any damage control on this tells me it's because they don't like each other, because they couldn't coexist, because Doug didn't want him to be the guy and he didn't want Doug to be the coach because he probably doesn't believe Doug could fix him. And I'm with him on that. But absolutely. This is absolute nonsense. Same thing with the Boogie Cousins thing. Hey, why didn't they come out and do this with James Harden? Because James Harden was an asshole. Because they went out and they put it out there.
Different team.
If they had any inkling, if anybody didn't believe that, I guarantee those guys would have came out and said, well, listen, it wasn't as bad. Yeah, it's a toxic situation between the front office and this and that. but the stuff with the teammates isn't bad. But no, those teammates came out and said absolutely shit was bad between us.
We're talking about the Nets.
Wait,
I'm giving you any situation that's like that. Sorry, Linz. I'm giving you any situation that's like that.
I'm backing you.
Controversies all over.
We're also talking about Carson Wentz. Talking about Carson Wentz. Like, if anyone is going to be like, no, like, it's not this bad. It's not what they're making it to be. It's Carson Wentz. Like, he's not just going to sit back and be like, you know, I can't even like explain it, but you know what I mean? Like, if someone's going to go out there and say that, it's going to be him. So if that doesn't just add to your argument.
To who though? Like, when's he doing that? That's where I'm lost. Like, when are you guys?
To anybody. Carson seems like the exact opposite of that.
He could have done it. He could have said it to anyone at any time between now and when all this started. I'm not like talking during the season. Everything that's come out after the season, there's been plenty of opportunities. And if guys are that
concerned, podium. Hold on. You watch the baby. I gotta go defend Doug because they fired him. I love him so much that I can't sleep without.
That's not the point. No, it's not
right. We're talking about Doug Pederson. What grown man is rushing to a defensive guy and saying that? Oh, well, we love each other the whole time.
It's not about defending Doug Pederson. But in the end of the day, both of their characters are being assassinated. So yeah, if I can sound
by who, Chrome? The same people you want them to talk to. Wake up, please. Knock. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there?
This is how sports is, because the media is the devil to everybody. We're not going to talk to any of them.
I'm just telling you how it is.
Thousands of media representatives.
Welcome to 2021.
You can't pick one that you can talk to. Please, cut me a break already. The defending stuff is over. They didn't get along. And if they
you don't know that
to help each other out, then they would have fucking came out and defended themselves and salvaged their own character. I do know it. You know why? Because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we're going to sit here and continue to defend a relationship that has been absolutely exploited. And I don't even believe 100%
who defended it. No, enlighten me on who defended.
What?
You're making a statement. Actually, that's what's wrong with it. Listen, that's why I would never talk to you. That's why I'll never give you a quote then. Because for the same reasons, you're assuming. Why would I want to talk to you?
You've been assuming this whole time.
I've assumed nothing. I'm telling you that not all of it's true.
You are assuming that the media is getting everything wrong and it's all hearsay. We can assume either way. That's the point.
No, you're telling us it's factual.
It's our job in a conversation. I'm not giving an interview. I'm not reporting breaking news, but it is our job to discuss the information that's put out there. And if it's right or if it's wrong or how we feel about it. And the fact that every time we do, you say, oh, I don't believe it, this and that. And it's nonsense.
I don't believe the shit media in this city that I've seen destroy numerous players, Chrome. So no, I don't.
This city, dude. This is stuff coming out nationally. It's other people. Stop it.
Wow. Are you? Is this your first rodeo? Is this your first rodeo?
No.
Are you a big boy now? Are you a big boy? Look at you all grown up. Is this your first rodeo? You don't realize who leaks information yet? You still don't know how big sports companies work yet?
Well, you know what? By your
I'm asking you a question. Who mostly leaks information?
That a single media person reports them. Not a single word of it, because all they do is look to rip people down. That's exactly how I'm gonna believe the positive. Hey, let's let's go for that. Cheer. Doug was this in the locker room. I'm gonna pat him on the back over and over. But God forbid if I hear a negative thing, then that guy must have it out for him.
That's not what we're saying.
And the same with Carson too.
No, you're assuming that it's factual that they have this big rift with each other and hate each other. I
didn't say that. Half of it is true. They can't. I said half of it is true.
You got to let somebody respond to your debate, and before you start going again, that's when you can try to act like you
just put words in my mouth.
Circle jerk the whole room. You didn't do nothing. You just keep talking in circles.
You just put words in my mouth.
Circle.
You're not going to respond if you're going to respond to what I said. I said
I'm trying to.
Well, you're responding to the fact that I said that there was this and that. I said if half of it is true, then I don't.
Then you said 99% facts. Then you said half's true, then the rest 99% facts. Just hear what you're saying.
That's not what I said.
Critique what you're saying. I'm just sitting back. 99
out of 100 times when there's smoke, there's fire, which means
you think I care this?
There's an inkling of truth, and I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, it's all not true," and this. No, I'm not going to do that. There's some truth to it, and if a quarter of it honestly is true, then these two were never going to be able to move forward beyond this season that just passed. They were never going to get on the same page. If a quarter of it is true, if 2 tidbits of it are true, Tom, it wasn't going to work out.
I don't care if it was going to work out.
Your quarterback and your head coach have to be on the same page. And if
of the 20 pieces of information look at you just deflect the blame from up top. This is amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch from if we circle back to, let's say, May, right? You want to circle back to May? You want to circle back to May? Does anybody want to do a circle tour with me? Back to May when they drafted a guy in the 2nd round, and that's what started this whole thing. But let's circle back, Chrome. Let's circle back to the same front office that told a guy that he said, "Oh, my coach says back," and they took the rug down from under him. They took the rug down from Doug Pederson. They took the rug down.
Got a dead horse we could beat out there?
This is upstairs.
Anybody want to donate a dead horse that we could beat out there? Because that had nothing to do with
connect that. I connect that.
Nothing to do with it.
Hear it.
Had nothing to do with it. Had nothing.
Don't hear it. Just over talk.
That we had with Doug had nothing to do with the conversation we just had about Doug and Carson. You want to pull Howie in? I'm with you.
I tried to tell you how they ripped the rug out of both people's feet from underneath both of them.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
All of a sudden, every Sunday morning, wants to tell you, Chris Mortensen, who hasn't reported something factual in 20 fucking years, wants to tell you how there's this big rift and they all hate each other. It's the end of Eagles football forever. And you know what? I can't anymore. I can't. If you want to believe everything you hear, then be my damn guest. Be it. I don't care anymore. I don't care about Doug Pederson. He's not here. I don't care who Carson Wentz likes or doesn't. He's a 28-year-old grown man and a professional athlete. So I don't care. I don't care.
I'm beating it.
Don't care that much. I care that you're going to say that's factual.
And listen, I didn't say it was definitely factual,
50%,
but I believe there's
99% of the time.
That's not what I said. You're what is it? Wait, what is this? What is this? The freaking what is that movie? Anchorman. Oh yeah. Okay, I forgot what you're throwing. Anchorman. What the hell was that called? I can't remember.